Hey, Treasure Hunt fans, your pal Big D back here with another video. This is our weekly announcement video today. That's right, weekly announcements for what's coming out next week, tomorrow actually, which is June 5th. Also, we'll be talking about some stuff coming out on June 12th and announcements because there was a bunch of stuff announced this last week. So let's get started. So tomorrow, June 5th, what we got coming out, several movies. First off, the big one would be The Incredibles. They are re-releasing that on it's coming out in 4K, Blu-ray, and a Steelbook, and I'll probably be getting the Steelbook. I will be honest with you. I actually really like the movie, and the Steelbook's pretty cool looking. It's 4K. And if I recall correctly, it is going to be my first animated 4K, so this should be interesting. Peter Pan is also being released tomorrow, the Disney classic. It is coming out on Blu-ray, DVD, and Steelbook as well. I don't think 4K, though. I didn't see any 4K for that. I probably won't be getting this one. I already own Peter Pan. The edition of Peter Pan that I already own is a really nice edition as it is. There's no reason for me to get the Blu-ray because there's not really much more on the Blu-ray or even in the Steelbook packaging than what I already have. So, but it is coming out tomorrow. Also, Death Wish, the Bruce Willis remake, is coming out as well. We have Hurricane Heist coming out tomorrow, which looks absolutely ridiculous, but I do want to see it. It stars the guy who played Jason Stackhouse on True Blood, and Maggie Grace, who's currently on Fear the Walking Dead. We also have The Escape Plan coming out in 4K. That was the movie with Sylvester Stallone and Sylvester Stallone's Arnold Schwarzenegger. I can't believe I forgot his name for a second there. We also have the Last Ship Season 4 coming out. And we have a bunch of DreamWorks titles coming up. So it looks like DreamWorks is re-releasing like all their animated features, but it's nothing new. They just changed the cover art. So like the Shrek series, the Madagascar series, How to Train Your Dragon, Rio, all those movies, they're just being re-released with different cover art. Same movies though. So if you already own it, you don't have to worry. You don't need to re-getting it unless you're somebody who's totally into getting every cover of of a certain movie, like kind of like I am with maybe Big Lebowski. Like if you saw my last video on that. But yeah, I already own those movies. I'm good there. The other two ones that are coming out tomorrow, the first one is Best Buy's got exclusive Texas Chainsaw Massacre Steelbook coming out for the 40th anniversary, and I'm totally stoked on that, and I will be getting that. That's a really cool looking Steelbook, and it's a limited edition exclusive to Best Buy. They did put out one other that I know of, at least, in another Steelbook version of the 40th anniversary. Excuse me, it was an FYE exclusive, but I won't be getting that one because the closest FYE to me is about 2 hours away, so it's I'll go. I actually like what the box art looks like, the Steelbook looks like for the Best Buy one, so I'll definitely be getting that. And if you stay tuned to the end, I do have some pictures rolling through, and you'll see one of the pictures. I actually got a picture of what the Steelbook looked like, so you can take a look. And the last movie really coming out for tomorrow is the Wrinkle in Time movie that came out a couple months ago. Yeah, I'm not really impressed with it. I know that my guest reviewer that you saw in my last video about the Big Lebowski, my brother, him, his wife, and my nephew weren't really keen on it. I believe my niece liked it a lot, but they were bored out of their skulls, and they're not the first people that have told me that. I've talked to several people that have also said the same thing. I've read several reviews that said the same thing too. Just people are just saying it's not that great of a movie, and every once in a while Disney's gonna put out a dud, and that's what this one is. I know this movie tanked really bad in theaters. It didn't do nearly what they thought it was going to be, especially with this cast, because it has an amazing cast in it. And with the director, I can't remember what she directed the first movie she directed, but off the top of my head right now. But I know she's one of the more sought after directors now. So, but my understanding is the movie's very politically charged, and I think that turned a lot of people off. So it didn't do very well. It is coming out in the Steelbook form tomorrow, but again, I'm not going to be purchasing it. I don't see any reason to buy it, especially when I haven't seen it. I mean, eventually when it comes to HBO, which it will pretty quickly because it looks like Disney movies, because Disney has that deal with Netflix at least through the middle of next year, so it'll probably be up on Netflix pretty quickly, and then I may get a go at that point. But that is it coming out for this week. Tomorrow was coming out next week, so June 12th, we do have it's a decent week as well. I know that the Terminator Genesis and Forrest Gump are both coming out on 4K, along with The Darkest Hour. Those are all three 4K movies that are coming out next week. We also have let's see here. Let's see. Love, Simon's coming out. That was the movie that came out a couple months ago. That got pretty good reviews, and a lot of people really enjoyed it. I didn't get a chance to see it, but I will now. Sherlock Gnomes is coming out next week, along with Orange is the New Black Season 5. And then the big one coming out next week, and I'm sorry, I'm looking down trying to read my notes here. I can't read some of my notes. Go figure. Oh, okay. So Coming to America and Trading Places are both coming out in special edition DVDs. I don't think it's much different than what's already out there, although I don't own either one of those in Blu-ray. But they are being re-released, and because they're both anniversary editions. So I'm big fans of those. I may just check that out and see that. The other one coming up next week, and I'm actually looking forward to this one, is The Strangers Pray at Night. I was a big fan of the first Strangers movie, thought that was really good. Really excited to see what they do next. I know it's been several years in between each movie, but I think it looks really cool, and I like the whole concept of it, so I'm looking forward to that. And the last big one coming out next week is Tomb Raider. So that was the big relaunch after the original Tomb Raider that came out with Angelina Jolie. This is the new one. I didn't really hear much about it. A few people that I did reviews on said it wasn't too bad, but again, nobody I know in my immediate group of friends or family saw it, at least that I know of, so I'm going to be hit or miss, but it does look good. It's got Walton Goggins in it, so yeah, I'll probably end up picking it up. So that is it for this week, and next week's what's coming out. Also, special note that like the rest of June after these 2 weeks is pretty slim. Like there's a couple weeks that there's hardly anything coming out. I know that the week after the 12th, so which would be the 19th, is the only movie really coming out that day is Pacific Rim, the sequel, Uprising, which I do want that, and it's coming out in Steelbook, but not a whole lot out the rest of this month. However, with that being said, July and August and September are shaping up to be really big, and here's why. So new announcements, stuff that came out this week. The first one I read about was the movie Rampage with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. That's coming out July 17th, and actually it was a pretty good movie, and it will be a Steelbook also. And I really liked it. It's not, you can't take it seriously. You definitely can't take it seriously. It's pretty over the top, but it's got Jeffrey D. Morgan, who I'm a big fan of. I mean, he plays Negan on The Walking Dead, but he's also been in Supernatural, so we're really a fan of his. And it's The Rock, so for me, I liked it. I really enjoyed it. Also coming out, let's see here, what else we got here? They're coming out with a Bad Boys 4K box set with both Bad Boy movies in it in 4K, so that should be fun. I don't necessarily know if I'll pick that one up because I have them both on Blu-ray, and my understanding is they're doing a third one, so if they're doing a third one, then they'll do a box set with all three of them, then I'm probably inclined to get that, but I'll have to wait and see. I'll have to see what they say. Also, all the Mission Impossible movies were just announced to be all coming out in 4K. So, I mean, I'm assuming that's leading up to the new one coming out in theaters. So, those all come out on June 26th, so that's kind of towards the end of the month. Oh, by the way, Bad Boys box set comes out September 4th. This is I'm actually really excited about. So there's this Spanish movie series called REC, R-E-C, like recording. And it's about zombies and stuff like that. It's very popular, really cool. It had the initial movie plus 3 sequels, and they're actually Scream Factory's putting out a box set of all 4 of them, and I'm really stoked. I've only seen the first movie, and it's really, really good and absolutely terrifying. So I'm really excited to see that box set because I definitely want to get on top of that because they're zombie movies, and it's one of my favorite genres. And those come out September 23rd. Then Gotham Season 4 was announced for June 10th. Supergirl Season 3 was announced for September 18th. And then, let's see here, we have, what is this here? Fahrenheit 451, the movie that was just released on Netflix. The Netflix movie, I know it's not, it's HBO, I'm so sorry. My bad, it was HBO that came out. They actually announced it for Blu-ray, which comes out on September 18th. Let's see here. A movie called Future World, which starred Mila Jovovich and James Franco. I don't think it had a very long theatrical run. It looked very weird, kind of like out there, but they've already announced that, and it comes out July 10th. And then a couple interesting movies here. We got a movie called The Seventh Sign that starred Demi Moore. Came out many, many years ago. Starred the guy, I can't remember his name, Jürgen Prochnow. I can't remember his name right. He's in Das Boot. Really good movie, really, really good. It's finally coming to Blu-ray. Also, another one coming to Blu-ray, which surprised the living daylights out of me, was there was a movie made back in the early 80s called The Day After. And it was about, and I remember this being a kid, and I remember being terrified after watching this. It was a made-for-TV movie that was showing you what would happen if a nuclear war happened, and you follow these people, this cast of what they have to go through once a nuclear war happens. And then after the TV movie was over with, I remember they doing all these discussions, and people were were talking about how much reality was based on it versus how much it wasn't, and getting people prepared for this stuff. And it's kind of one of those, they were trying to tell everybody, hey, this could possibly happen. Scared the heck out of me when I was a kid. But it's actually coming out to Blu-ray, which quite surprised me. And apparently there's a couple different versions, an alternate ending or some darn thing with it. I'm not really sure. They haven't given all the specs on you, but I was actually really interested because growing up, as I'm older now, I actually watched it. I have it on DVD right now, and I watched it about a year ago, and it still holds up pretty well. I mean, yeah, it's dated, it's 80s and stuff like that, but it still holds up pretty well, and it's actually a really good movie. And it stars like Steve Guttenberg and Jason Robards. It's got an all-star cast in it, so it's really well done, and I'm actually really looking forward to it. It should be really good, and I would definitely be picking that up. And that one comes out on August 7th. And then the last big one, and this is the one I'm probably most stoked about out of all of them, they officially announced The Quiet Place, which was hands down one of my top two movies of this year, top three movies this year so far. I absolutely love that movie. It is so good. And the cool thing about that movie is there's hardly any dialogue. There may be only 3 or 4 sentences throughout the whole movie. It's all about atmosphere and sound effects. It's just about this family. The world's been taken over by aliens, and the aliens don't have sight. All they can do is hear. So you have to be extremely quiet, because once an alien hears you, you're gone. And the whole movie's about this family trying to survive. And it's so good. If you've not seen it, you definitely need to see it. And even if it's not in theaters anymore, it's going to be out on DVD. What is it here? July 10th on that one as well. So it's literally just a little over a month away. I highly recommend it because it's really good. And yes, Mom, if you are watching this video, I will buy the digital copy of my Movies Anywhere so you can watch it. Little side note from my mom there, everybody. So, yeah, I'm really excited about the movie. The movie is so good. I mean, it toss up between that movie and Ready Player One, because, God, I love Ready Player One, and the Avengers, the last Avengers movie. Those movies for me this year just been absolutely amazing, and I love them. Oh, I love them so much. I can't wait for them all to come out so I can watch them again. So that is it. That is it for what's coming up tomorrow, next week, and new announcements. It looks like they're starting to build things up, as they do every year. Usually this time of the year, you start to see stuff getting built up for September and October because they're getting ready for Christmas, as always. But, hey, it's looking good. I'm excited. More movies in my collection. Get to build it up even more. I'm sure it'll drive my wife nuts, but hey, at the same time, she knows it's something I love to do. It's a passion of love. So that is it. I want to thank all you guys for watching my videos. You guys rock. Thank you so much for watching this one and the other ones. If you haven't checked out my review of The Big Lebowski with my brother, please check it out. I think it's one of my better videos. I really did enjoy it. And a funny side note on that, when I'd edited the video, I'd actually put a song from the movie in the video. And when I went to go post it, I got caught. I got caught for copyright infringement, and they yanked the video before it even showed anybody. So I had to re-edit it, take the song out. So go figure. But it's the first time that's ever happened to me. But please check that one out. I'll put a link for it down below so you can definitely check it out. But again, thank you for watching the video. You guys rock. Everybody take care. Remember to click the like button if you like this video, and click the subscribe button if you want to subscribe and get more videos from the old Big D. Also, leave some comments. Any of these movies I talked about today, any of them you're looking at picking up, or any of them that you're excited about, or is there movies that they haven't announced yet that you're excited about? Let me know. Maybe I can figure out when it's coming out. But that is it. Thank you all. You guys rock. Remember, always keep hunting because you don't know what you're going to find. I got to say, I haven't found a whole lot lately, but there's always stuff out there. And remember, live long and prosper.